Hey, hey, baby girl, you're number one. You're always ready, huh?
Yes. How are you? How you been?
Well, I'm being okay. It's a little bit scary. We got the news yesterday that we're going to be the state hit the most, more than New York. And it's because of the baby boomers. We have a lot of wealthy people in Palm Beach.
Mhm.
So, because New York is so bad that people are dying. So instead of flying, what they're doing is driving down to Florida. So, hey, oh, look, oh my gosh, I cannot believe. I have students that are working and they're going to be joining us. They just want to see the class.
Oh, okay.
Okay, this is my baby Angela. I love her. She's from Loxahatchee, but she's going to be joining the class. So it doesn't matter. You do whatever you got to do. If you have your kids being loud, you just have to mute it. Are we ready?
Yes.
Okay, because this is free, they're going to cut us after a certain time. So I'm going to try to cover 15 problems. And Angela is turning herself off because she's supposed to be working, not taking a class. So
Okay.
So get a pencil, and let's get ready. How many of you remember in elementary school when you were solving problems like this? 2 plus a box equals to 10. How many of you remember something like that?
I do.
Yes, can you see straight? Because I see opposite. Do you see?
Yeah, it's straight.
Okay, so in reality, even that your little kids don't know about it, this is called algebra. So everybody take note of everything that I'm saying. Your children don't know, but they're taking algebra. So they're asking you 2 added to what number will give you a 10. It's like a guessing, like, what do you think? The little kids say, oh, I know. The square has to be 8 because 2 plus 8
2
equals
plus 8 equals 10.
But in reality, we in algebra know that 2 plus x equals to 10. For us to find the value of the x, we always have to do the opposite. So instead of adding plus 10, you're going to subtract 2. Instead of adding 2, I'm going to subtract 2 both sides. This cancels out, and 10 minus 2 is 8. You learned that in 8th grade, but in reality, in elementary school, what they are looking is for the value of the box. And you always have to check if it's true. Is it true? Please take note of everything, even if it's simple. Because in the test that you're going to be taking, I'm going to be asking you questions about this. So it doesn't matter how silly looks what I'm doing, just write it down. Is it true? Let's check. We said that the square is 8, right? So 2 plus 8, is it equal to 10?
Yes.
Yes. And by the way, I appreciate your participation because it's very hard for me to teach when nobody's talking. So Cervantes, I appreciate what you're doing, okay?
Okay, you're welcome.
Put your volume higher, Ranisha. Increase your volume. You're in the car, good for you.
You can hear me?
Yes, and too low.
Oh, okay.
Bring it up.
Hear me. You can see me, right?
Yes, we can see
I
you.
would like to hear you better because you're pretty loud and I need you now, okay? I need you now. Because the more you interact with me, the more I can teach. So I gave you the first example of little kids. Now let me start getting a little bit more complicated. Suppose that we have to multiply by something that we don't know equals to 20. Then you are already like in 3rd grade. Even your little kid, Cervantes, that is right beside you, if she has a paper, she can participate too. These 2 multiplied by something that we don't know equals to 20. Then the kids keep on thinking, and they say, I know, teacher, I know. It has to be 5. The question mark has to be 5. Why? Because 10, I'm sorry. The question mark has to be 10 because 2 multiplied by 10 equals 220. So in reality, they're using logic. But in algebra, we don't use logic. We know that if 2x equals to 20, how do you solve this equation? This is an equation because it has an equal sign. You divide both sides by
2.
So very loud, try to be very loud so I can hear you. So you divide both sides by 2, and then x equals to 10. But always, always remember that you have to verify. Do not forget that you have to verify because this is going to be in your assessment. I'm going to ask you, how do you know that you got the correct answer? The answer is going to be plug in the value. Write it down. If I ask you, how do you know that you got the correct answer? And it has A, B, C, D. I'm going to put something, or you have to trust yourself. Letter B might be, you have to plug in the value, right? That's the way we do it. Remember that all these are equations, and even though that I'm going fast, when you watch that video, that I'm going to send you the video as a link, you can slow me down if you want to. Now let's do this one, which is 2x plus 10
That's example 3.
equals to 20.
That's example 3, right?
Excuse me?
Example 3.
Problem number 3?
Yeah, it's example problem number 3, right? That's what we on, right?
Yes, yeah, this is problem number 3. And we're getting a little bit more advanced because right now I don't have one operation. Because if I ask you on the test, just use math language. I could ask you on the test, how many operations do you see in this equation? And you may say, I know how to solve it, but I don't know what she's asking me. So part of Math 0022 is becoming more intellectual. Okay, Ronisha is becoming more intelligent, more intellectual. Otherwise, especially when you're a person of color, we get to whatever relax and they don't respect us. So you have to know how to speak. You know how to solve this problem, but I'm asking you, how many operations do you see here? You will say, I see 2 operations. There is a multiplication between the 2 and the x, and there's an addition. So I'm giving you exactly how the test is going to look. Then I might ask you, what would be the first step? The first step is subtract 10 from both sides.
Both
and that's
sides.
going to be a multiple choice. And it's called first step, right? And then you subtract from both sides, these cancels. 2x equals to 20 minus 10, which is 10. Then I would ask you in a multiple choice item, what is the second step in the process of solving this equation? And it sounds so fancy, right? What is the second step of solving this equation? I just want to test your vocabulary. What do
No,
you?
I need to send back my, oh, this one.
Yes, the thing that
I'm
you
listening
have
to
to.
school.
I have to mute Angela. Oh, okay, so that means that what I do is that second step is, listen.
It's a teacher.
I divide both sides of the equation by 2. What did I say?
I divide both
Also,
equations by
right
2.
now too.
You divide
Because
both sides of the
this is
equation by
extra,
2.
you know what I'm saying? Because I don't got to about night, that is extra.
I can't hear.
Okay, I'm trying to silence some people that are speaking. Okay. Just be careful with your sound behind you. Okay, so divide by 2. So you cancel this out and x equals to 5. Then I'm going to ask you again the question. How do you know that you got the correct answer? What is the word that you use?
Division.
Start with the letter P.
Plug in.
What? I don't hear you.
Plug in.
You plug in the value that you got. So you go back and you say 2 times 5 plus 10, then put a question mark because is it equal to 20? You know, you're preparing yourself. Hi, Victoria. You're preparing yourself to be a professional. And how do people know that you're a professional? By the way you talk. So 2 times 5 is 10. 10 plus 10 is 20. And then you say, yes.
It's true.
I got the correct answer. Remember that it looks that I'm going fast, but I'm recording, so I'm not going that fast. This lesson is about vocabulary. This lesson is about speaking like somebody that is ready to take algebra. Now let me do the following problem. Negative 2x minus 4 equals to 16. Everybody write it down and see if you can do it by yourself. I'm going to give you only 10 seconds because this is free and this might get disconnected in a few minutes. I have Marisela, I have Angela, I have Kemal, I lost Victoria. Oh, Victoria is here, okay. By the way, don't leave the meeting until I do attendance. Remember that this meeting has a value of 40 points. Okay, what do you think would be the first step? Hi, Marisela.
Add 4 on each side, both sides.
Yes. So I want you to improve it, Ronisha. You're getting there. I want you to say the whole sentence. You need to add
Positive 4. Positive 4.
to both sides of the equation. If you don't say the whole thing, when you get to 1033, they're going to talk you like, here she goes. Somebody that does not belong here. You add 4 to both sides of the equation. This cancels out. You have here negative 2x equals to what?
20.
20.
20. Remember, I need your help, Marisela. I need you to participate, Victoria, because you know that I'm ADD and I get distracted unless you keep me focused.
Okay.
Okay, what is the next step now? Complete sentences.
You
Both sides by negative 2.
Yeah, both sides of what? Both sides of my face.
equation.
You divide both sides of the equation by negative 2. So here is negative 2. This is negative 2. Negative 2 by negative 2 cancels out. So the x equals to 20 divided by negative 2. If you don't remember that, you just gotta use your calculator, and a positive divided by a negative
It's a positive.
is a negative.
Negative.
Yes, and by the way, you're going to practice so much, but many students, they get it wrong right here. A positive divided by a negative is a negative. Let me review the rules. Positive multiplied by positive equals a positive. Negative multiplied by a negative gives you also a positive.
Teacher.
But positive multiplied by negative is a negative, and a negative multiplied by a positive is also a
Negative.
But the same rules apply for what? Division. So a positive divided by a positive is a positive. A negative divided by a negative is a positive. But a positive divided by a negative is a negative, and a negative divided by a positive is a negative. So that means the rules for multiplication and division are the same, because in mathematics, they're the same. Okay, for example, multiplication is forward, and division is what? Backwards. So that means if people who are not too good in math, they think like they're different. No. What is division? The reverse of multiplication. What is subtraction? The reverse
of addition.
Of addition. And then once you become more advanced in mathematics, you start seeing that everything in the world is simpler than what people think. Now, let me hurry up for the next one, that is, did I complete that problem?
Yes.
No, what answer did I
Oh,
get?
you didn't plug in the value.
Plug it in.
No, but what was the equation again? Negative what?
Negative 2x minus 4 equals 16.
Okay, give me the next step.
Add 4 on both sides.
Faster,
Negative 2x equals 20.
faster.
Divide negative 2x from both sides. Equals x equals negative 10.
Very good. But now you know that your next step would be to plug it in, but I cannot spend time doing that right now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pay for a Zoom account. It's not that expensive. So when I teach, I don't have to run so much. Hey, come on, welcome. I have here.
Hi, Dr. Lawrence. I've been here. I just muted my my phone. My son is busy. I'm sorry.
We have some people from Loxahatchee, okay? Okay,
Yes, I noticed I see some unfamiliar faces.
yes, because this
Okay.
class belongs to Belgrade, but Belgrade can also join Loxahatchee. But in Loxahatchee on Friday at 6, I'm going to send an invitation. The problems are going to be different.
Okay, okay, thank you. Hello, hi, guys.
Yeah, you can interrupt and say hi. You know, we're in Puerto Rico now.
Hello.
Hello.
And my son is trying to say hello too.
Now we're not here. Everybody can talk at the same time, doesn't matter. Now here, if people who are very intelligent, they speak intelligent. The first step here is to use a distributed property. What did I say?
Distributive property.
Okay, so you
Distributed
distribute 2 times x is 2x, 2 times positive 3. I didn't say 2 times 3. I say 2 times positive 3 is positive 6. I think it was equals to
8.
8. Where? To 8. So the first step in solving this problem, the first step is to distribute the 2. Now, what would be my next step here?
You would subtract, you would be subtracting, you'd be subtracting, sorry.
You subtract 6.
You
Things from both sides.
Of
By both sides.
You're gonna subtract the 6
On
from
both sides?
of the
Equation.
equation. You
Oh, of the
subtract
equation.
6 from
Yo solo
both
volví a
sides of the
hacerla.
equation. This cancels out and 2x equals to 2. What is the next step in a complete sentence?
The next step is that you're going to, I'm sorry, I can't see.
It's not factor. What is the
I
next
can't
step?
see.
Both
No,
sides
you're gonna divide both sides by the coefficient of x.
That's even more fancy. Because instead of this is Kamal, instead of saying I'm going to divide by 2 on both sides, she's going to say I'm going to divide by the coefficient of the x. Because this mister right here has another name. You can say divide by 2 on both sides, so x equals to 1. Or you can say I'm going to divide by the coefficient, because when you have 2x, this is a variable, take notes, and this is called the coefficient of the x term. Now, when you start talking like that, you really sound fancy. You really sound fancy, okay? Now, let's move to the next problem. Remember that this looks fast, but when you look at the video later, it's not going to look fast. The next one is negative x minus 1 equals to 5. This, you hate these kind of problems.
I know how to do
Negative outside. But in reality, this is a negative 1, isn't it?
got color.
Isn't it?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so I'm going to distribute. Negative 1 times x is negative.
Negative x.
Negative 1 times negative 1.
Positive 1.
Positive 1 equals to?
5.
I'm going to give you 5 seconds to follow me. Now, be careful, because the first step is to subtract 1 from both sides of the equation. This cancels out, and you have here negative x equals to 4.
4.
Stop. Be careful. Stop. Be careful. Because I need the value of the x, not the negative x. So in reality, this is a negative 1x equals to what? 4.
4.
So I divide both sides by negative 1, and I get here that x equals to negative 4. Another way of doing it is, like if I have a hot potato, this negative, I don't want it, I'm going to throw it to you. So the negative was here, and what happened with the negative? Jump to the
Other side.
other side. And then it became positive, but what happened with the other one? Became negative. Remember to mute the phones, if you have your kids behind you.
Sorry.
Remember to mute it. Now let's do one which you have never, no, it's a little bit more complicated. Are you ready?
Yeah.
This is 2x plus 3x minus 1 equals to 24. I want you to solve that problem yourself. If somebody has their phone there and you're done with the problem, you can send a message to everybody through texting saying, we're running the class, we're in class. We have a lot of people absent, and one of the people that are with us, 2 of them, are from Loxahatchee. So in reality, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 students out of 9 from Belle Glade. So that's pretty bad. So if you can do both things and send a text, says, guys, where are you? What is the first step here?
The first step is to group the like terms.
If you don't use the word group. We
Sorry.
use a word that is used with the letter C. What is it?
I didn't hear that.
Combine
Combine.
like terms.
Combine like
What are you
terms,
gonna
right?
do?
Combine.
Like terms. So Ronisha, I'm gonna ask Ronisha right now. How much is 2x plus 3x, Ronisha?
5x.
5x. Minus 1 equals to 24. I'm gonna ask Cervantes. Cervantes, what is the next step?
You're gonna add 1 on both sides of the equation.
There you go. I'm gonna start asking questions individually to each one of you. Okay, what is the next step, Paul? Bridget. Bridget, she's here with us. Wake up, Bridget. What is the next step here, Bridget? What happens here?
Let me see.
Wake up.
I gotta see the question. I can't see.
Okay, but okay, Maricela, I help Bridget. She's still sleeping.
Cross out the 1.
I cancel the 1, and then I have here that 5x equals to what?
25.
25. And this question is for
Divide each
Victoria.
side by 5. Cross it out.
No. I'm going to be asking people. Wait. Victoria, what do you do now, Victoria?
Both
Shut up.
sides by
Divide both sides of the equations by 5, and x equals to 5. Then, if you need to verify that this is the right answer, what do you do that starts with the letter P?
Plug in.
Plug in, but if you say only plug in, that sounds so like whatever, you know, just plug it in. No, you don't talk like that. You plug in the value of the 5 into the equation, right, Brian? Because we're highly educated people. We're not going to talk Babio here. Okay, this is not a Babio class.
I think I finally understood the problem.
She's going crazy.
He's not doing well. Okay, now that you did that one, I'm going to give you another little bit more challenging. Are you ready?
Yes.
Negative 2x minus 4 plus x equals to 3x plus 8. Now we have the variables on the right and the left side of the equation. Look at my behavior. We have the variable on both sides of the equation, and that's not good. That is not good. You must have the variables on the left and the constants on the right. Are we ready?
Yes.
So Brian, is the negative 2x in the right place, Brian?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, good. Is the negative 4 on the right place?
No.
Brian.
No.
So you're going to put the equal sign, you're going to keep the negative 2x, and you're going to say, Mr. Negative 4, hey, dude. Hey, you're not supposed to be in campus. You're supposed to be home. So we're going to take this negative 4 and we're going to move it to the other side as a
Positive 4.
positive 4. Are we good? Brian, I'm still with you. You look sleepy. I got to wake you up. Is the x in the right place?
Yes.
So we're gonna say to this Ria, you know I'm so happy. You are so nice. I'm not gonna punish you, so this is gonna be what? Plus X. So we're done with this. This one move to the other side. We're done with this. And now we're gonna deal with the 3X. What happened with that 3X, Brian?
It's on the wrong side.
So we're gonna penalize it, right? Like the police, if they see you having a party at the beach, they're gonna give you a ticket, right? Because we're supposed to be home, not party at the beach. So this 3X is gonna move to this side, it's gonna become a negative 3X. And this positive A, so cute. Hey, dude, I was in the right place. You cannot give me a ticket. Now I'm gonna ask Ronisha. Ronisha, I have a negative 2X plus X minus 3X. Do you have an idea what would be the answer if I combine like terms? Anybody can help her?
What's the X?
Let's see. Negative 2X and negative 3X is negative 5X, yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
And negative 5X plus X
Be negative 4.
is negative 4X equals to
4 plus 8 is 12.
12. And then you divide both sides by negative 4, and you have that X equals to negative 3. Negative 3. The problems that I'm going to be doing in the class on Friday at 6, they're going to be different. And I'm going to post your assessment today because if you have problems, you can call me. By the way, Jennifer, say hi.
Hi.
Jennifer is from Loxahatchee. She's opening a WhatsApp account with all the students in Loxahatchee. I would like to add the ones in Berkeley. So every time that I explain a problem, I can send it via WhatsApp from my car and I can help you. So Jennifer, if you would do me a favor and I can add you 9 students from Loxahatchee, the only thing from Berkeley, the only thing that they have to do is have a WhatsApp account, and that doesn't cost any money. By the way, you can talk to anybody in the world and it doesn't cost you a penny. Are we good?
Yeah.
Because together, we're going to survive. We're in this ship together. And the waters are rising, right? I'm here with you guys. I have 14 students in Loxahatchee and I have 9 in Berkeley. I have 23 souls in here. We have to get them to the other side. So we have texting, and we're going to have WhatsApp, we're going to have Zoom, and we have Blackboard. It is impossible to fail the class with all that. It is impossible. Now let me do another problem, and this one you're not going to like. Look at this. Negative 2X minus 4 plus X equals to 3X. Did I do this one? No, right? Did I do this one?
Yes. That's what we just did.
Okay, and what was the answer?
Negative 8.
Negative 3.
Now look at this one. Negative X plus 3 equals to negative X minus 1. Jennifer, are these people in the right order, or do we have people at the beach partying here? Do we have people on the wrong side?
Yes.
Huh? Ronisha,
Yes.
who's wrong? Who deserves a ticket?
The negative X.
The negative.
What are you going to do?
Move it.
Okay, we're done. Who else is wrong?
The 3.
Positive 3.
Both say 3, you're going to move it to the other side, so it's going to become what? Negative? Right. Tell me if I'm right or wrong.
That's correct.
Okay. How much is negative 1, negative 3? Think of money. How much is negative 1, negative 3?
Negative 4.
Negative 4. Good. How much is negative X plus X?
0.
Is 0 equal to negative 4?
No.
So that means that this equation does not have a solution. It's apocalyptic. It's like to suppose that we don't find the vaccine for this virus, we're going apocalyptic.
We're dead.
We're dead.
Right?
The animals are going to be so happy, and the streets are going to be filled with elephants, alligators, because humans are not going to survive.
Nope.
That's called apocalyptic. In mathematics, there's a lot of apocalypses. It's when they give you a problem that does not have a solution. That we have scientists all around the world trying to find a vaccine for this virus, or at least to find a way of feeling better. Does it make sense? So the same way that in life, there are some things that don't have a solution, like a marriage, that it has to be dissolved because there's no way that they get along. The judge would say, this marriage is what?
Period, fool.
It cannot be. It cannot be what? There's no solution. If we keep these people married, they're going to kill each other. So this is the same thing. But in mathematics, there are some equations that what? Horrible. Are we good?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And now, yes, I appreciate the yes, by the way. Let me get a little bit more complicated. X squared equals to 81.
X.
What operation do you see here? Do you see a multiplication? No. Do you see a division? No. Do you see an addition? No. Do you see a subtraction? No. You see a square, something that is being what? Squared. So what is the opposite of something squared?
Square root.
A square root.
Smart. Good job, Brian. Okay.
No, he's like that, he's pretty good.
Get it, Brian.
Okay, so if I have x squared equals to 81, step number 1, go opposite. I'm going to give you some time to write it down because this might be new for you. But whatever you find the square root on the left, you have to find the square root on the
Right.
Whatever you do on the left,
You do on the right.
you do on the right. What is the square root of x squared?
X.
X. What is the square root of 81?
9.
And you're done.
That easy.
And let's see if it's true. X squared equals to 81. Instead of the x, plug in the 9. Is 9 squared equals to 81? Yes. Yes. Victoria, next time, try to have a less light behind you. Or you can also, Victoria, are you using a desktop or a tablet? Or a phone? Huh?
My phone.
And the phone is good. You know what? Next time you can go to your car outdoors because I can see perfectly Cervantes, Ronisha, because she's in the car. Marisela, she has a good light. Brian, I only see your hair, nice hair. Thank you very much. And when it comes to Victoria, it's too much light behind her, so she looks like she's in heaven. Like the light. Okay, let's do another one. X squared minus 1 equals to 15. How many operations do you see here? How many operations?
2.
2. You have a subtraction and you also have a squared. You have a subtraction and you also have a what? Squared. Which one do you attack first?
The negative 1.
I learned that Bridget can fight.
Oh.
You go like what, Bridget? Okay, what would you get rid of first?
The -1.
So you add 1 to both sides. You cancel, and x squared equals to what? 16. Now, what is the second punch?
Square root.
You find the square root. So the square root of x squared, the square root, whatever you do on the left, you do on the right. So the square root of x squared is x equals to
4.
4.
Now let's see if this is true. Let's see if this is true. The original equation was x squared minus 1 equals to 15. So instead of the x, I'm gonna put 4. 4 to the second power minus 1, is it equal to 15?
Yes.
4 to the second power is 16, minus 1 is 15. Yes, we did it right. Victoria, I love your background, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes, okay, are we good?
Yes.
We're almost done with the class. The problems that I'm gonna do on Friday are gonna be later. And Jennifer, I really appreciate what you're doing. You put all those numbers, Jennifer, even if they don't respond, but WhatsApp is gonna ask them that if somebody's asking permission to communicate with you. It's like a Facebook invitation. It's like inviting somebody to be a friend. Even if they don't have an account, if they accept, they will have an account, even if they don't know it.
Oh, okay.
I hope the people from Berkeley doesn't mind. I mean, everything is going to be about math, and maybe we can send a joke once in a while. Okay? Now let me do one more problem. Now let's go more complicated. Are we ready? Are we ready?
Yes.
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 Say yes, even if you're not. Okay, let me do this one. Square root of x equals to 3. How do you get rid of a square root?
Square.
Squared. Because the opposite of squared is square root, right?
Yes.
And what is the opposite of square root?
Square.
Squared. So I'm going to square both sides. Parentheses, parentheses, squared, parentheses, parentheses, squared. Then what happens here? This x comes out. It cancels. This will cancel this. It's like a hammer. This square broke the what? The radical sign, and who's free? X. So if you square on the left,
The X.
you have to square on the right. So 3 squared equals to 9, and you're done. So the value of the x is 9. Are we good?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Look at this one. A square root of x minus 3 equals to 8. How do we do this?
You transfer the 3 to the other side?
Yes, but I want you to sound fancy, Brian. Like in a fancy restaurant where the steaks will cost you $100, you gotta impress that girl. What are you gonna say? You're gonna add,
You add 3 to the equation.
both sides of the equation. Are we good?
Yes.
Okay, and now this square root of this is, please, get me out of here. But where are you? I'm under a radical sign. Where are you? I am under a radical sign. Oh, I have the solution. You grab your hammer. Big hammer. Boom! Who's free?
The X.
Yes, but whatever I do on the left,
2 to the right.
2 to the right, so 11 to the second power is 121.
1.
Yeah, 11 times 11 is 121. Now let's see if you can do this one yourself. We're almost done, class. Because I don't want to leave hanging. I don't want Zoom to cut me, so I'm going to pay so I can teach freely. I can teach a class separately for people who are lost, but I love WhatsApp because I can teach you how to do a problem through WhatsApp, and the only thing that I have to use is a phone, okay? So I like WhatsApp a lot. We have 2 operations here, so we're going to send the Marines. You are the Marines. Cervantes, Ronisha, Marisela, Victoria, Brian, Bridget, Come on, Jennifer, Angela. I want to know the value of the x.
It's 25.
Oh, but what do you do first?
Maricela.
Victoria, she's like that. She gives me the answer. I'm asking what is the first step?
You subtract 2 from both
two.
sides.
Of the
Equation.
Equation.
of the equation. You subtract 2 from both sides of the equation. This cancels out, and this is the square root of x equals to 5. Now the x is screaming. Can you hear the x screaming? Get me out of this radical sign. Don't worry, I'm gonna say what? I'm gonna say my hammer, which is what? Square, both sides, the x goes happy, but the 5, instead of being a 5, is gonna become a 25, because for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction for every action. So whatever you do now is gonna have a consequence later. Whoever did not attend this meeting is gonna be losing 40 points. Whoever attended this meeting is gonna be getting 40 points. For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. So if I square on the left, I have to square what? On the right.
Right.
If I decide to have a party at the beach, I'm going to be arrested. Yes. If you decide to buy a lot of toilet paper to sell it in Amazon for $110, the judge is going to force you to donate it. Yes, there's somebody in jail. That person bought thousands of sanitizers, like 17,000. Hand sanitizer. And he started to sell them like for $25 each. You know what the judge did? Forced him to donate them all or go to jail. For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. You set the x free, but the 5 became a 25. Can anybody tell me how many problems did I cover?
13.
Excuse me?
13.
You guys, yeah, right? He's pretty good in that. Now, can I give you a little bit of a nightmare? Just a little bit.
No.
Just a little bit. Write it down. This is not in the test. I just want to see how far can I take you. Remember that you treat the square root of x like another variable. There's one on this side, right?
I had no box.
What would you do? Brian, you always know the answer. What would you do here first?
Move
Oh,
the negative
Monisha
to the
knows.
other side.
This lady here, she's supposed to what?
You're gonna combine like terms.
Yeah, so it's 2 square root of x minus the square root of x. You see this one?
Mm-hmm.
And this came down. This moved to the left. The -1 is there. The -5 moves as a +5. The +3 moves as a what?
-3.
-2. You see? How much is 2 minus square root of 2? How much is 2 bananas minus a banana?
A banana.
1
Banana.
square root of x.
So this is going to be 4 minus 2 is 2, because 5 minus 1 is 4. 4 minus 2 is 2.
Professor, excuse me, how did you get a -2 and not -3? When you carry it over to the next side of the equation, how is it not -3?
Let me see if I made a
It
mistake.
should be negative, it should be -1
I've been wrong.
plus 5 minus 3.
Okay, -1 was here, right? Right?
What name you want?
And then you see this 3? I move it to the left. You see this -5?
Hey.
I move it to the right. Maybe I made a mistake. Oh, you were right. I owe $1. I owe $3. How much do I owe? 4 plus 5 is 1. come out and got that mistake. Teachers make boo-boos, especially when I'm under stress, using a whiteboard, standing, and seeing faces on my computer, which scares me like crazy. This is intimidating. If this is intimidating, when I'm in class live, it's okay. Thank
We
you.
feel
I
you.
appreciate that, Kamal. Now, how do you liberate the X?
Sure, you're welcome. No worries.
Square.
Both sides, right?
Yes.
This set's free. So X equals to 1 to the second power, which is 2.
1.
1. There's nothing harder than that. So that means that with this explanation, and I also, Jennifer, you had an app that can solve any problem with the steps. What is the name of that app?
What's that?
Picture.
What's that?
Huh?
Talking about photomath. Photomath.
Excuse me?
Photomath.
Talking about
I'm sorry,
photomath.
I couldn't hear you.
Photomath and Mathway.
Photomath and Mathway, yeah.
Pathway?
Mathway, photomath, and there's also Khan Academy.
No, but no, I don't want Ken. I want the one that you take the picture.
Photomath.
Photomath.
Okay, this is what you're gonna do. Photo, math. Is it with a PH
Yes,
or
ma'am.
with an S? Yeah,
TH.
so photo math, when I'm giving you a problem and you don't know how to do, you write the problem on a paper. And then you take a picture because you're not interested in the answer, you're interested in the steps. Because
That's
I
correct.
might ask you, what is the first step? I might ask you, what is the second step? So you need to know this, that this is not about getting the right answer. Who cares about the right answer? What I care is if you're thinking correctly. Does it make sense?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
So last one, I will know. So everybody write down Photomath. You're gonna download it for free in your phones. And before I end up this meeting, I need to call attendance. We have Cervantes. He is from Belle Glade. We have Ronisha.
Here.
She's from Belle Glade. We have Marisela,
Here.
Belle Glade. We have Kamal. You're gonna get the credit immediately, Kamal. She's from Lux. We have Bridget.
Thank you.
Bridget is
Here.
Belle Glade. Yes?
Yes.
Then we have Jenny. Jenny
Yes,
is from Lux. We have Brian, that is from
Here.
Belle Glade. And we have Victoria, that is from Belle Glade. So who are we missing? We're missing Destiny, and we're missing Jonathan. So and I want all of you that are in Belle Glade, make them feel guilty. So everybody send a text saying, hey guys, we attended the class. It was short, it was sweet. We only have 2 people absent. And then nicely, we have from Loxahatchee, Kamel and Jennifer. They're super, super. We also have Angela, but Angela is working. I think she's working with horses.
She
Angela, do
is.
you hear me so we can see you? She's not supposed to be online.
Yeah, she's not supposed to be online, so she can't respond, but she's watching.
She's watching because
She's
I saw her,
texting-
she was, I
She's
think, working with
texting
horses.
on she's texting on WhatsApp so that she can respond to us.
Can you tell her to say hi?
Say hi, Angela, say hi on WhatsApp. Let me text her on WhatsApp.
This is what I mean motivation. There's Marisela with her baby. There you go. Brian, I still keep looking at your hair. Brian, you have to have a beautiful face. Brian, you have to be in the center of the video, not your hair. I know that you have a nice hair. It's okay. There you go. My favorite is the card. So I don't think Angela heard us. So I did attendance. Are we sure that we don't have anybody here? Okay.
Sorry?
Angela, we want to see you. I saw you with horses. Come on, turn it on.
All right.
Here we are. Angela is from Europe. Angela wanted to see the horses. Oh my God.
That is so cute. Oh my God.
Yes, you know what? Thank you, Angela, for the level of interest. She doesn't really need to take this class, but that's her level
Stop.
of motivation.
Don't do that.
Yes, I love horses, Angela. I love horses.
Me too.
Okay, so bye, guys. Get out of here before I double your homework. I'm gonna send you tests.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Everybody, come on, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Bye, everyone. Have a great day.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Good to see you all, even my Belgrade friends that I have other classes with. Hey, guys. Bye, guys. Hey, Marcella. I miss you, sis. Okay, bye, everybody.
Get off.
Bye-bye.
Bye.